YouTube, what's going on? It's Mesa Sean back at it with some Destiny 2. Alright folks, in this video, we're going to clarify a whole bunch of things regarding the new economy system coming with Year 2 and Forsaken. I've been getting asked non-stop about what to do with all your tokens, materials, and so forth. So we're going to recap what Bungie stated in the This Week at Bungie, and they'll go through a whole bunch of clarifications from Dylan, Cosmo, and a few other Bungie developers, courtesy of DestinyRoundup.com, a link will be in the description. Let's get into it, folks. So let's kick this off with recapping what Bungie said in the This Week at Bungie regarding planetary materials, and I have a ton of those right now. Just planetary materials. We'll get to the tokens in a second here. So, destination materials will become your main source of reputation on their respective destinations. Now remember, all the old destinations, they're not getting new gear. They're still going to have Year 1 stuff, but they're not going to have random rolls. I am personally using them, or going to use them, to help me with my soft cap. I did this with Warmind, I did this with Curse of Osiris, as I used the older destinations, turned in a few things after doing some weekly milestones, not to get powerful gear, but to bump me up a little bit. Now, destination materials will be a cost to infuse different weapons and armor across your arsenal. Now, on all destinations, we have different types, right? We have rare and we have common. So how that's going to work out, don't really know just yet. Year 1 challenges that granted tokens are being retired, but will be replaced with bounties offered on each destination that provide destination materials. Destination tokens and rare destination materials are no longer awarded, but you can still redeem them for reputation if you have them in your inventory. Anything that previously granted destination tokens or rare materials will reward common destination materials moving forward. So we're going to talk about these tokens in a second here, because these will still be redeemable. Don't cash them in just yet. We're going to get to some clarifications from Bungie in a second here. But it looks like materials, planetary materials, I'm kind of glad I've been saving some of them. So if you're out and about doing patrols and you see some, grab them. And you know what? In my first preparation video, I don't think I have them on this character, but I saved all the ghost shells that have the, here we go, I have one right here. Detect resources within a 30-meter range on the EDZ. Save all of your ghost shells that have a resource detector on it for all the destinations. Now the gunsmith, he's still going to take these gunsmith materials to give you items. However, they're going to be 100 gunsmith materials, not 40. Right now it's 40, it's going to move up to 100. He's going to be a great source to get stuff because random rolls are coming back, and hopefully if you find an archetype you like, you can get a random roll that's godly on it from Banshee. I just hope they bring back Arms Day. That was one of my favorite series to do within Destiny 1. Now all of the Year 1 weapons you'll be able to pull from the new Collections tab, or however they're going to work it. Pull it, but if it has a burn on it, it will have a fixed burn. They data mine the API, and I will link a Reddit thread in the description of all the different burns. So if you have a really good weapon that you like, let's bring up Uriel's Gift. It says on this list here, if you pull it from the collections, you will pull an Arc Uriel's Gift. So for me personally, I like Uriel's Gift. I'm going to have a Void one, and I'm going to have a Solar one, and then I'll pull one from the collections that will be Arc. One little tip, and I don't know if it's going to work, but my friend Anthony, who I do the raids with, he has a theory here. When it comes to the Postmaster can do weird things. Normally your raid keys can actually be saved if you let them go to the Postmaster, right? If you put them in your inventory or your vault, they disappear weekly. So what he's doing, and we're going to try doing this next week, I think the shotguns will be dropping next week, I still don't have one. The Escalation Protocol shotgun is going to drop as Void right now. Come August 28th, they're going to fix it as Solar. Same thing with the Escalation Protocol Sniper. What he and I are going to try to do is fill up our heavy slot and do Escalation Protocol, and if the Sniper or the shotgun drop, it's going to go straight to the Postmaster. What does that mean? Well, if it gets stuck in the Postmaster, it might keep its Void burn. Just a theory, you might want to try it. That's what we're going to be trying this weekend. I won't be playing this weekend. I'll be playing Black Ops 4 and hanging out with my girlfriend. But next week, when the shotgun is dropping, I still don't have it, I'm going to fill up my heavy slot, and hopefully I can get one to drop, let it go to the Postmaster, and see what happens August 28th. It may turn to Solar, it may not. Then lastly, before we get into these clarifications, Iron Banner, Crucible, and Vanguard tokens earned in Season 3 may be redeemed at their respective vendors in Season 4. These Vanguard research tokens, they're going the way of the dodo. You can cash them in right now because they will be gone and removed from your inventory with Forsaken, or actually probably August 28th. I don't know, one or the other. So with regards to these planetary materials, we want to get a lot of them, and how will we get them in Year 2? Well, Cosmo and Dylan responded on Reddit and Twitter. You'll be able to get destination materials from a few sources: chests, bounties, adventures, and patrol. as well as just picking them up from the destinations, if you're into that, they said. So we'll be able to farm these by just seeing them, and that's why I'm saying keep a ghost shell on you that can detect them, but also you're going to get them from patrols, adventures, bounties, and chests. So what about the Leviathan and the old raid tokens? Well, I would hold on to them right now. First off, the Leviathan's not going anywhere. It's still going to be available, but I don't believe the old raids will drop anything to help you in terms of your power level. Although, it could help with the soft cap. We don't know. We'll have to find out. Their focus is going to be to get us to do the new content. So, if you want to access the old Leviathan, I know it's not shown on the destination map, but you go into Nessus and it will be there. Kind of like how if you want to go to the farm, you open up the EDZ and the farm is over there. But Dylan said that that the tokens for the Leviathan should be fine and not disappear from your inventory. He's going to verify it, but he says that we should be fine in holding on to these tokens. So don't cash these in right now. Hold on to them. So what about all these planetary tokens that you have right now? And that's what kind of prompted me making this video, besides all the clarifications, because everyone on Twitter has been tweeting me nonstop. What do I do with these? Should I cash them in now? No, hold on to them. Repeat, hold on to them. So Dylan and Cosmo confirmed planetary tokens will not be converted to materials. Materials is going to be the currency that we need. However, you can turn them in for reputation after September 4th. So hold on to these. And it looks like, yeah, they're phasing out the tokens. I doubt the Spider over on the Tangled Shore or Petravenge over on the Dreaming City, they're more than likely not going to have a token system. It's going to be all reputation and all planetary materials. And those things are going to come from bounties, patrols, adventures, and so forth. Now, what about the treasure maps? Well, the treasure maps will be gone. Cade's dead, so he's not going to be selling those anymore. But Dylan said if you have a map in your inventory, the chest will be available even after 8/28. It will grant the same rewards you used to, but the odds and ends will not be redeemable for Glimmer. Now, Masterwork cores you definitely want to stock up on. I do find that when I do my weekly milestones, for the most part, I tend to get Masterworks. Now, I have 94 Masterwork cores. That means I can only turn a few weapons into tier 10 Masterwork weapons. Because to do one weapon, turn it into a Masterwork, you need 10,000 Glimmer, 27 Legendary Shards, and 17 Masterwork cores. So hold on to these, and don't waste them when you get a new weapon. Just really wait until you get that God roll that you want to turn into a Masterwork to boost that weapon stats and also generate orbs. Now, in my vault here, I am stockpiling mods like crazy, but I'm also dismantling a whole bunch and keeping a number of mod components on me. So they did not mention mod components in the This Week at Bungie. However, Steve Cotton or Scott Taylor, one of them in one of the Game Informer interviews said, we will be using mod components to craft new mods with Banshee. And Greg Peng, when I tweeted him, are there more mods with Forsaken than what was shown on the reveal stream the other day? And he simply wrote, maybe, exclamation, and then a smiley face. So I don't think that was all the mods that were shown on the reveal stream. But right now, if you reach your Glimmer cap, and what am I right at? 36,000. Usually when I hit about 80 or 90,000, I run to Banshee, I buy a whole bunch of blues, and then I just convert them into legendaries, and I break a bunch down. So it's up to you guys. I would hold on to some of the legendaries, but then I would also break down a bunch and have a bunch of mod components on your persons, just in case you need them. Now, come August 28th, a whole bunch of the weapons are going to be moving around, and in the This Week at Bungie, I covered this on Thursday. Some of the things like the Silicone Neuroma, the Raid Sniper, they're moving to the kinetic slot, so things will be moving around. So the question came up, any confirmation, what will happen to weapons that overflow due to slot changes? If my kinetics are already full and my Masterwork Hawthorns with 7k kills tries to switch slots to an already full kinetic slot, what happens to it? The response was, it will go to the Postmaster. We're cooking up some in-game messaging to warn folks. Make sure you have some open slots and try to clear out your Postmaster before August 28th. So that is going to do it for this video, guys. I am still working on trying to get all three of my characters to 400 power. I still cannot get a energy weapon that's 400. I got 400 on my power and also on my kinetic over there. And on my Warlock, he's 390. No, he's 400. No, he's over 400. He's like 402 right now. But my Huntress and my Titan, they're still rocking the green gears. So I'll be working on that probably early next week. This weekend, if I'm not spending time with my girlfriend, I'm going to be glued to Blops 4. That's it, guys. Please leave me a like on the video if you found it helpful. Leave me a hashtag made it to the end if you did make it to the end. And do me a favor, drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on the Twitter at Mesa. Check out my stream, usually and always on YouTube. And that is it. I am out of here like Vladimir.